Hey guys, my name is Necro, and let's have some fun with another episode of Sunless Sea. Actually, give me 1 second. Let me catch back up on what I last did, because it's been a while. Okay, so, looks like we've got 3 main targets that we can do, and we're avoiding Mr. Sachs for right now, just because I don't know what he wants, and I'd rather not take him on and have him kill us because we can't finish it in time. So I know we have an objective from the Admiralty to go to the Chapel of Lights, which we already know where that is. So that'll be easy enough. Then we've got to find the Fathomking, wherever that is. I want to say last time he said somewhere somebody said something about Fathomking's in the south. But I'm not even sure if I'm remembering that correctly. So it might be entirely wrong. And the third thing was... I just saw it. Where was it? No. Ah, the Gnomic Gallivant. Port Cecil, wherever that is. I don't know if we found that either. I don't remember Port Cecil. I don't think that's something we found. But Chapel of Lights is way the fuck over there. Over halfway across the map. But we've got more than enough fuel. Is that moving? Okay. Whatever. We've got more than enough fuel right now. Just to be on the safe side. To at the very least explore down here a little bit. Because we've done all of this up here. Some gaps, but for the most part I think we've got everything of import. But we've got all this madness down here. So if I'm right and the Fathomking was said to be somewhere in the south, it's probably going to be here. Because I don't think we're ready to go all the way to the east coast yet. So, let's set off and head... we'll head south, try and pick up stuff along the way, and maybe make our way north to Chapel of Lights if we think we've got the fuel to make it. That sounds like a good plan. And we've got some money, so if we do run low, we can always buy more supplies as we go. This port report's not going to give us a whole lot, but it'll give us something, so may as well get it while we're here. It's not really out of the way. Chat with the fisherman only costs 1 echo, so yeah, there's that. Visit the hilltop above town. There's not much wind, but Mutton Island suffers eerie gust and buffets from an inexplicably local fragment of weather, and the air on the hilltops sometimes carries interesting scents. You stand on a cliff top, looking over the little whitewashed village, smoke from the chimney of the Cock and Magpie. Yeah, this is different. Drifts straight upwards. As you watch, the smoke tilts, the sudden wind thins to a pencil smudge, then nothing. The wind screams unexpectedly like a god cut in half. I feel like that first paragraph we've read before. But everything else is new. The scream subsides, giving way to a susurrus that surrounds you suddenly with the illusion of whispering voices. You could swear you hear the words, "In the depths, under 7 poles, nowhere, 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 nowhere." It must be the caves on the island channeling the air. At least, that's the most comforting explanation. Below you, the locals each take nips from a shared flask and make a toast towards the mainland. The wind is a southerly. Well, we gained a secret. Just outright a secret. Didn't even gain fragments that converted. That's cool. Well, if we've got that secret, let's go ahead and try and up our mares a little bit. That's you, right? Yes. Hey, 46. 4 more, and we can actually try and enter that creepy palace to the north. Alright, so we're going to cut down through the salt lions, I think. Alright. Zebat, what do you see? No islands. Into the fog bank. Actually, we might be able to take them. Okay. Stay in the fog bank, I think. Yeah, we got this. Oh, goodness. Oh, that was a little tougher than I expected, but we got it. Loot and scuttle. 2 supplies, 2 fuels. A bolt of fabric. Shake out a little and let it glimmer in the light. Grab a linen. That right there is worth almost enough to do a full repair of the ship on its own. Worth it 2 or 3 times over if I use admiralty favors, so that actually was a fair exchange. Assuming I don't have to get into any more fights. Recurring nightmares. You have begun to dream of a vast eye. It knows you. You cannot evade its gaze. Again and again, you are alone on the wide black sea. The eye is aware. Your nightmare will come upon you from time to time, inspiring terror. Gain restful nights at your lodging to help you resist it. If you defeat it, you may gain a secret. You have begun to suffer nightmares of a vast eye. Yes, our terror is building and we have nightmares. But that's not that big of a deal. Alright, let's make our way more south than east, because we don't want to miss too much. Oh, that's pretty. Pretty usually means deadly in this game, but it's pretty. Shark. Particularly tormented, bound shark. What is that? Looks like a mushroom cap of some sort. Okay. The utter shroom. Oh! Is that what this is? Aha, it is the utter shroom. This is different. Climb the fungal fiber ladder to the summit. Shaggy, suspicious villagers scratch a living here amidst endless clouds of spores and scurrying mobs of plant-animal hybrids. None of them ever leave. Monsters, one explains darkly. Z full of monsters. Gather intelligence. What happens here on top of a mushroom the size of a Marlboro? The villagers live a shabby but sufficient life. The Uttershroom provides. They are secretive, taciturn, and curious. Ships rarely visit. Okay. Visit the village. Hospitable? Not exactly, but they usually don't chase you off with sticks, and they usually let you sit beside their mildew-smelling fire. A day of spores. The Uttershroom releases spores according to its own inscrutable schedule. Today, the air is soupy thick. They coat your hair. They clog your throat. They gather like sleep in the corners of your eyes. Conversation with the shroomers is impossibly hard. You return to the ship, where you find a tiny purple mushroom growing already in your ear. Hey, a new tale of terror. Those are useful. We've actually built up a bit of a supply of those too. Any shops? No. Alright, further south, we've still got a fair bit of fuel. Did I pick up news from home when I was in London? I guarantee you these people would pay good money for that shit. Light ship. Speak to the crew. Oh, I do have recent news. Okay, cool. Gained disease story, lost terror. That's really all I got. Okay. How much does fuel cost here? 20. So if we needed it, we could stop and get fuel. Let's avoid it if we can, though. Anything of interest? Oh! Some distance to the east. Adams Way. Directly in my path. Cool. Okay. Don't have to go out of the way to do it. Found Adams Way. There's a port! What is this? Okay. Adams Way. On a bed of monumental ruins, warehouses and way stations of shroom timber rise. All ships that approach Adams Way are intercepted by the gracious, the Presbyterian's splendidly head-dressed coast guards. A quaint but inviolable tradition governs entry. You must tell them one of 3 stories. In return, you'll be permitted to spend a single day in port. Oh. So recent news, an unread log, or port report of Mount Palmerston. The soil of the Elder Continent is dangerous to incomers, they claim. Those who linger can contract unfortunate conditions, hysteria, rapture, animescence. And the rumors that Presbyterian law offers no protection to foreigners after dark? Errant nonsense. We don't have any tails. But we can sell the parabola linen here, get that out of our hold. Go ahead and buy some more fuel while we're at it. Yeah, okay. So we can't enter, so we can't get a port report, but we could to get fuel, which is nice. Anything else of interest while we're over here? So we've got, basically just head straight north from here. So, in order to not miss too much, we're just going to go ahead and cut back north. Discovered the Mangrove College. I want to say somebody's mentioned this before. All right. An engineer who increases engine power, veils, and iron, and doesn't cost me anything to recruit, so yes. Welcome aboard. If anyone comes looking for me, well, I'm not accepting callers. Can I trust you to pass that on? You don't want them distracting me from my duties. Okay, so we can actually compare her. Oh. Gather supplies, okay. Gained 5 supplies. At no cost. I like this island. Into the Wisp Ways. So we've got a Foxfire candle, and we've got supplies to spare now. What happens here? The swamps around the village are full of mud, crocodiles, and vegetable treasures, including the notorious parasite called solace fruit. The fogs and spreading branches occlude all light. You can leave it in time, but if you get in far enough, you'll generally find something interesting. Oh. Very interesting. I probably need a lot more candles than I have. I think I only have 2. Each event will take you further into the swamp. Go deep enough and you'll find something interesting. 3 skeletons on a hummock. They sprawl companionably around a long dead fire as if they simply couldn't be bothered to get up. Lost some terror. Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm already out. I only had the 1? Oh, well, I guess I'm leaving. Okay. Compile a port report. Sages, scholars, philosophers, naturalists, poets, dreamers, here to pursue their rarefied ideals in a land of muddy fecundity. All shall be well. The thinkers of the Mangrove College continue their untroubled and sedentary existence. New schools of philosophy are born and die like bubbles. Extraordinary poetries are written in water. The occasional retired pirate tries and fails to get invited to salons. Hunger quality is gone. Gain supplies. And got our port report. Any shops? No. Any shipyard? No. Anything of note? No. So on we go. We hear those voices that will not be drowned. This is the sea of voices. We are close to Poly 3, where nothing is truly dead. Obey, endure. Claymen! Taciturn claymen, evasive clothed colonies, walking like humans. Cobbles that groan underfoot. On the hills above, a palace villa of marble, but even that writhes like a buried bones in an earthquake. Gather intelligence. The king with 100 hearts rules from his palace above the city. He has never seen. He makes... fucking music, man. He makes no treaties with other lands, but there's unrest in the air. The clay men you speak to are obedient and humble, but they speak nervously of those who are not. The maimed, the rebellious, the unfinished. Okay, so we can't get an audience without a watchful curio, but we can carry Claymen to London, which I think actually can sell for a fair bit. They troop aboard. Each one lies down in its appointed position next to the other, nested snugly head by foot. We are for London, one explains to you. You have 6 clay men marked for London. Fantastic! Khan's Shadow, some distance to the north. Okay. We've oh, Fogmink spawning on us. There's the port. Okay. There's a lot of ships. I'm glad we haven't made enemies of the Khanate. I don't know if that's actually a thing that can happen in this game. Port report, yes. Anything else? No. Shops. I can buy human souls. I can sell that mirror catch box for 200. Are we ever going to actually go to the surface? Let's just go ahead and sell it. I'm not going to hold on to it and hope that something will happen? That's compelling. I am gonna buy more fuel while I'm here. Okay, shipyard, nothing. So I could buy human souls. I don't know where they go, though. I'd need to find somewhere to sell them before I even bother with that. Oh, yes. I've got 3 engineers. 6 veils, 3 iron, and 100 engine power. She seems generally useless. Fuel efficiency and veils. I would need to know the ratio between efficiency and power. Is it based off of time, or is it based off of distance that the fuel goes down? Or is it a correlation, but it's not exactly even? I don't know. I don't feel like sitting here, like, measuring this at the rate at which it goes down and doing math either. I'll look it up for the next video, so I'll know better. Oh. We can go ahead and do this again. And again. And again. And now we have our 50 mares. Now we just need some way to... The way that shadow creeped in going past that light buoy actually like really worried me for a second. But we need some way to consistently reduce our terror. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa! Yeah. Alrighty then. We've actually still got a fair bit of capacity in our hold. We just need to make our way north. Pick up some more port reports as we go, just because they do give us fuel and money, if nothing else. So if we're already in the vicinity, it seems a waste to not. As long as we don't find that goddamn roving, angry island monster, we're good. Like that! That angry, roving monster. That one. Right there. Okay. This will reduce our nightmare strength, but also scar us permanently, and increase our wounds by 1. We can reduce our wounds by staying in London, I think. First, let's get our port report and gather our intelligence. The smiling priest is your contact. Speak to him. He beckons you closer. I know nothing of the movements of fleets, or cargoes, or armies, he tells you. But your admiralty will learn the names of those who came here and what they did. Let me whisper it in your ear. Alright. Ugh, 5 supplies. No, we're not doing that. I'm not worried about the nightmare right now. So we've got our information. We don't need to go to Avid Horizon, so let's... Frostfound to Palmerston. I'm not... Yeah, let's go ahead and hit Withered 2 while we're at it. Let's just go all the way west and back around, and lights off because of goddamn floating island thing. What is it called again? Mount Nomad. Yeah. No thanks. If nothing else, we can compile a port report, which, as I said again, Or as I said before, and I'll say again, if you're in the vicinity, why not? Otherwise you're just losing free money and fuel. Create a port report, yes. Take tea with the squatters at the dock. You've gained supplies and fuel and lost terror. Okay. We're keeping the steps for the game of truths. A helpful riddle fisher explains, as she fills your cup for the third time. Every year, the people of Iram and Wither meet here for, she pauses, contests. She finishes vaguely. The difference between a question and a riddle. One day, someone will prove themselves enough to enter the castle. You spend a pleasant few hours while the tea is supplemented with irimi liquors, pale withered beer, and something the riddle fisher describes blandly as snake cake. They offer you fuel and supplies before you leave. We keep enough to spare, the riddle fisher grins. From time to time, a captain gets lost and comes up here. We always feel bad for them. Okay, so that's all we can do here. Because we can't go in, because we need terror no more than 20. Yeah. So we need some efficient and effective way to reduce our terror. But if we can reduce it, and then make our way back here without increasing it too much, I have a feeling a very interesting part of the story would be revealed. We're not going up to the crater. Explore the islands. Why not? The Z opens up beneath the high cliff. Huh. A high place, the Z like a rippled sheet of night green jade, the roof of the neath above, bellied with stalactites and pricked with false star. Look out across the water. What are you thinking of? Interesting place. I could pray to one of the old gods, which I'm sure would come in handy. They have a lot of power here. We know that the old gods are not just a superstition. Your past, I have a feeling, would increase our hearts, otherwise it wouldn't have that limit, I imagine. Or our future. Our hearts is already pretty good. I don't know what would happen with the prayer to the gods, and I don't know if we necessarily need it, so we're gonna look at our future. You're the captain of your ship, but never the captain of your fate. One day, though. One day. We lost 2 terror, and that's it. Okay. Okay, that was it. And we do not have the option of going up to Crater any longer. Okay, cool. Not that I had any intention of going up to the mouth of hell, but good to know we have options, I suppose. So we found some new places. We've got our strategic information for the admiralty. We've got our claymen, which is going to be helpful, I think. Wither! Port report. Explore. Storm's attention. No. We could buy supplies with that. With our Tales of Terror. It's a Z story for fuel. That we will use. Because we don't need the Z story. As far as the supplies for that... I'll use 4, but I'll keep the other 6. Okay. Nope. I was not expecting a life bird that far south. That, however, I'm fine with. That, however, I'm going to kill. What? Yeah, we'll gather up the corpses, I suppose. It says jellyfish at 20? But there's nothing actually there. I think that's a glitch. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it's gone now. Just a glitch. I haven't found any of those colors, so I don't even know, like, how we go about doing that. Yeah, it did it again. You're set to work with your knives and acids. It is an undistinguished adolescent specimen, a megalops of one of the deep-sea crab species, but its eyes, normally vestigial in these troglodytic beasts, are large and rather beautiful. The golden glow is almost gone now, although sparks leap now and then to your knife. No. Nothing has changed. Hey, we made it back. It's a good thing we did buy what fuel we did, because we would have long since died. We're down to 3. Because what, we've bought, what, 5 or 6? Plus we scuttled another 2 from that pirate we killed. Yeah. We did not have enough fuel to make that trip on our own. But we were close. And we had the money to buy enough no matter what. So we're in a fairly comfortable spot as far as like making voyages like that and not being at too big of a risk. Which is a comforting feeling. Nothing to hide. They leave scuff marks on the newly scrubbed decks. They find nothing more dangerous than moldy ship's biscuits. Collect our messages. Something has changed. Someone will sign on. The alarming scholar has invited us. Okay, first things first, the alarming scholar. Anything to give you? No, but they do have a present for us. 2 supplies. Okay. Free supplies is always good. I knew getting on the scholar's good side would be a fantastic thing. Alright, what else do we have? We're not even minding Mr. Sachs. Dark spectacled. Spectacled admiral. Strategic information. Alright, so he says the same thing as last time. We've got 150 echoes and a new favor. Let's get another commission. Empire of Hands, far to the east. Not sure we're ready for that. So reports. So fuel and echoes. Fuel and echoes. Fuel and echoes. Fuel and echoes. Again, again, again. Here, we actually gain new favor. 50 echoes. Fuel. Favor, 50 echoes. Favor, 50 echoes. Con Shadow. Oh. Other officials gather round to hear your tales of bloodshed and debauchery, and the jokes about the con that the Shadow produces so efficiently and so entertainingly. The one about the con and the donkey produces a roar of patriotic laughter, and encourages the deputy recorder to unlock the departmental drinks cabinet. Good to know. Lost 5 terror, gain fuel, echoes, and a favor. Wisdom. Salt Lions, Baker's Haven, and leave the Admiralty. Fantastic. Can I sell the Clayman? Sell for 60. I think that's less than I'd buy them from otherwise, so... different Claymen. I'd have to actually buy those. Okay. So, deliver Claymen. One by one they rise uncomplainingly with no trace of stiffness or discomfort from the long voyage. The deck resounds beneath their heavy tread. A shroom yard manager waits on the docks, tapping her foot. "About time," she says. "Here's your payment. Come along now, you. There's a good construct." Okay. A new recruit. Who awaits us? The magician. Don't care. Let's get a sailor while we're here. London. Dry dock. Admiralty Yard's going to cost us 3 favors, but only 25 echoes. There we go. Do that for a few fuel. How much hold do we have left? 35. 19 and 13 I think is plenty. So anything else that's worth doing? Read the morning papers. More supplies, recent news. Reduce your terror, heal a wound, and give you a restful night. Yes, we'll go ahead and do that. Fantastic. Alright, so we've got 900 echoes. I don't think there's anything we want to spend it on here at the moment. We definitely can't afford new engines. We've got the best gun we can buy here, I think. Oh, that's a much bigger engine. We could buy some Radis Faber assistance. I think keeping 2 of those on hand is a good idea, actually. But otherwise, I think that's going to do it. Alright, so thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, thumbs up. If not, thumbs down. Subscribe if you'd like to see more. And as always, suggestions are welcome. So leave a comment below if there's something in particular you'd like to see. And I will catch you guys next time.